Cha cha cha. Cha cha cha.
I could sit like this.
Why are you sitting more like a dude
Because
than me?
I
like that we're giving like the same color palette, completely different functions. Like I'm fresh from the gym. You look like you're going to work.
Because when my stomachs spill over, it's not the end of the world, but I do feel unkempt.
Yeah.
And you can sit crisscross applesauce on the couch?
I can, yeah.
See,
Because of your legs or because of your jeans?
both. Well, no, I think legs. My legs.
I'm going to hear it. Just, that Grinch. You gotta go straight out.
This is the best. This is like,
Yeah,
I don't have the hips.
You look stiff. You look stiff. Wait, I have to talk about. My sister just sent me a text, literally breaking news, like 10 minutes ago.
What?
And because our last episode, or I guess the last one we released was the breakup one, and we talked about like you said, look out for your mixed race friends because they're
no
going
one
through
deserves
it.
that.
They're going through it. I just got a text from my sister that says, I almost just threw up because I remembered when our mom, white, was getting our dad, black, something from the kitchen. And she said, you just want your lady to get it for you. I grew up in this house.
Who is your mother?
I grew up in that house. You just want your lady to get it for you. Anyways.
Oh my goodness. Did she meet your black family?
What do you mean?
Like, did y'all ever do like holidays on your dad's side?
Oh, my black family was dead.
Dead?
Yeah, they were all dead.
From why?
Like my dad's parents were dead since I was like 3.
You got brothers?
Yeah, all dead. He was the only sibling that was alive. We went to the Walls family reunion at like a Great Wolf Lodge, like maybe when I was like 14, and that was cool.
Damn.
My mom and this other white lady were the only white people in this room of like 200 black Wallses.
Mm-hmm.
And the other white lady the whole time was like, I did genealogy before I got here, and I researched the whole family, and we're all like, girl, what? We're here to eat, hang out, and use the indoor water park. I don't want to know shit about genealogy.
Oh my god. Okay. Hello, y'all. Welcome back to On the Curb.
Welcome back to On the Curb. It's Trash Day.
You say it the best. I literally like when I thought about it, I'm like, I want to hear John say this.
Well, because I've smoked cigarettes longer than you have, so I've got that. It's trash day.
It's trash day. That emphysema, mama. Emphysema,
mama. I quit Equinox today.
Let's
give
it up.
I quit Equinox today. And
one day sober.
sober. Today was my last day.
Damn.
I took my friend Missy because I had one guest pass left. I went up to the front desk though because I had to make sure they stopped my billing.
Yes.
Because the effective date that I ended was a little bit off from the billing cycle.
Yeah.
When I walked up to the front desk and said, I do have a question, so I'm canceling my membership, the woman goes, people act like I brought a gun.
They press a button. Alert.
They act like I've pulled a gun and I'm like asking them to open the cash register.
Yep.
Girl, Equinox people are like hive mentality, I swear.
It's one below Scientology.
Yeah.
Lumen,
Scientology, Equinox. Dead ass.
Oh my, would people get severed to go to the gym?
Oh.
In LA, people would get severed to go to the gym.
People would get severed to go to the gym.
Severed for BBLs in Miami.
Oh my God. You'd have a hot body. You'd never know how you got it.
But then the BBL bitch would have like slit her wrists. Like you'd wake up with slit wrists. Because the BBL recovery is like, I think horror movies, the way that like we had like scary 1980s horror movies or whatever. There's like something creepy about olden days. In like 50 years, the creepy movies are going to be about BBLs and plastic surgery and gore and recovery.
I mean, they kind of diverged. I mean, that was what like The Substance was about.
Those eyeballs, when all of her eyes started turning into little eyes.
Oh, and they're like in her socket.
That's how you do body horror.
Yeah.
Anyways, so you canceled it and you save your money. Why did you cancel?
I've been wanting to cancel one because it just is like a little pretentious.
Okay.
And the one that I went to was in Tribeca, so it was like super small. And if you go between the hour of 11 and 4, you're golden. No one's there. You get the whole gym to yourself. If you go from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. or from 5 p.m. to close,
it's bad.
It's a madhouse.
Where are the gyms that are not crowded?
It's
I guess we live here. It doesn't happen.
It's New York. I guess you got to pay more, or you got to go to. I'm going to like a members club now. Membership clubs are overrated as hell. Membership clubs are overrated as hell.
Membership clubs are overrated as hell. Like, you gotta pay.
Or you gotta go to. I'm going to like a members club now.
Don't put it on blast.
I'm not
listeners.
I'm not saying the name of it because I want y'all bitches to stay the fuck away from this place. But I'm going because I have a friend that goes there, and she said she's never seen more than 2 people in the gym at a time. And I said, sign me the fuck.
And there's
up
like machines and all that shit.
Machines, like 5 squat racks, a pool, a dry sauna, a wet sauna, a cold plunge, a hot tub.
Would you kill me if I go?
No, you should come.
Okay. Because I need a new gym.
I think you should come.
My gym.
I want my girls to come.
Yeah.
I want the randos to stay away. I'm going to cast spells on that place.
My gym has been leaving me quite ornery these days.
Talk about
quite
it.
Angry.
Okay.
Quite what the kids are calling overstimulated. I call enraged. Because my gym is, I don't know if budget gym is the right way. It's the YMCA, I'll just say it. And so its sole purpose is not just the gym. It's like about community and stuff like that. And I really love that as when I was like in my unemployed bag and going from 11 to 4. But then I'm like prepping to start this new job or whatever, and a 9 to 5. And I'm trying to figure out a routine where I can incorporate the gym.
Yeah.
Because I struggle with that. Like, you have to make time. You're so good at it.
The gym's, going to the gym is a hobby for me.
Well, and that's the thing is that like when I hear about like, oh, your shower has like beauty products in it or whatever, and like you have the nice towels and like you can make it a whole experience, because now that I'm trying to like grow a breakfast tray shelf ass, like you have to spend time.
Yeah.
I used to be a 30-minute bitch. I used to go in there, get on the treadmill, be like, and walk out.
Yeah.
But now it's like I have to do the treadmill. I have to pinpoint different parts of my body, whatever. I'm trying to like build muscle, and I have to spend time. And so I'm going to spend time somewhere. I need it to be somewhere where the aerobics room is bigger than my
Well, and to get a butt,
room.
It's not only the time at the gym. You got to eat.
I had to eat.
Honestly, to have a nice butt, your whole life has to revolve around it, unless it's genetic.
Yeah. There is a thing though, I will say, I don't know if it's just black women, but like they call it your like women weight, because I was like the premier Gumby diva and I still am. And I'm still not that curvy, but now I just have more weight in certain places that I've never had in my life, and it showed up at 26.
Wait. Come on over here and bring some more food on this plate.
I've been to the gym, bitch. I ain't lifting no weight.
I may be fat, bitch, but you're ugly and I can lose weight.
But
Latrice plug.
Okay, but we need to do an episode on body image, because
don't let me talk about body image, because I'm just gonna make people mad.
No, but we need like the eating disorder discussions on TikTok, and the way that I like all my days of eating disorder, Tumblr, and all that shit, I've never seen these people this much unashamed, unabashed talk about starving yourself. Have some shame.
Yeah. Well, now that Beyonce like audio
no
bite,
fish, no meat.
She goes, no fish, no meat, no sugar, no dairy. I'm hungry.
Well, she's eating an apple.
As she was like in prep for the Renaissance tour.
Beyonce got a BBL, yes or no?
100% yes.
She just did it before everyone else.
And Blue Ivy's looking at that like so made out. She's looking at hers, looking at Jay-Z.
Wait
a minute.
One thing about me, I have my dad's body down.
Ooh.
I saw a picture of my dad from the 90s, like after a marathon, and I was like, wait a minute.
I don't think I have either of my parents' bodies. I have my dad's butt, because my dad's butt is just like arm's length off of his knees, and like a rock.
Solid as a rock. Okay, speaking of Beyonce, we have secured the
Take it away. Take it away. Shame.
Get the wig. No, okay, we secured the tickets. I secured the tickets, okay? Now, did we stay in budget?
Mind you, y'all heard us. It's documented.
Maybe not.
Our budget was mine was $350, yours was $300, and we agreed yes.
It's crazy editing the episode after we bought the tickets. And I was saying, $350, yeah, $350. Okay.
Too crazy. We're just going, right, exactly.
Okay, here's what happened. Here's tea. So, day before, John is like, I have a meeting at noon. It was shady that she did it. I mean, I guess everyone releases tickets at noon.
I did have a meeting at noon. This is important for later.
And I believed you until I just had my cracked out day of like anxiety. It was a mess. But meeting at noon, and I was like, okay, I can swing this, thinking that I had an article due for a publication that I had more than enough time to write, but I was putting it off to the last minute as per usual. And that I said I would get to my editor by noon. The night before, a different editor from a different publication was like, can you write this piece for us a piece that I like would love to write? And I had like overnight to do it. And so I prioritized that piece over the other piece that I promised is different publication. And come noon, my editor is messaging me like, where is the piece? But I was in charge of tickets. So that's just context for where my headspace was at. I was a little frazzled, a little stressed. Then also the day before, I will let it be known that I was supposed to get 3 tickets.
Correct.
Is this correct?
Correct.
3 tickets for the Beyonce tour.
We said like goal is 3. If you can get 3,
goal.
Like if you like the.
I said, whose tickets am I getting?
And I said mine and John.
No, you know what I said? I said just 2, and you said no, John needs 1 too.
Yeah.
And then when I was like, okay, I'm gonna go for 3. And having fought for Renaissance, I thought Renaissance was in Seattle. Here's things I did not consider or like put proper weight to is the lack of tour dates. There are like 5 cities. It's not even about the dates, just about the places.
It's small.
There's like 5 places. Cowboy Carter had just won Album of the Year, which like incredible. But like everyone hated Cowboy Carter. I thought we were like some of the only divas going.
Yeah.
Because we stand it.
Just you, me, and Beyonce.
And yeah. I also had never bought concert tickets in New York. I have bought concert tickets in LA, and that is scrappy, but this is something else. Anyways, I get in there. I'm 22,000th in line, which apparently was good. My roommate was 58,000.
Damn. Let my people go.
And I go in there. I have like, it's so you set it on 3 or whatever, and it's just madness. Like the nosebleeds touching the walls of MetLife Stadium. $400.
Damn.
$400.
Damn.
Pre-fees. Damn is correct. And I'm like, oh my God. And then I'm trying to find 3 seats. There's like no 3 seats. So I give up. I'm like, you know what? It's just not going to happen. Because I'm like, we're not paying $1,200 for a Honey Bucket Pit, whatever it is. I give up. And then just because I'm in there, I'm like, well, let me see what 2 seats would look like. And I'm looking, can't find anything. I'm just like clicking around. And I finally find a set for $529. And it's 2. And I promise you, I only got these 2 seats because someone didn't check out in time.
Yeah.
That person had a cut to their because I was casually shopping. Like I had like kind of given up. And then I was like, I'm buying them. And I even thought, I was like, John doesn't have to take this ticket. But I was like, John can have it first priority if he's like, that's not my vibe. And then I said, hey, how y'all doing?
Well, I get.
How do you feel?
I get out of the meeting that I was in, and I have like 2 missed calls, 10 missed texts that are like, I'm in. Here's my position. Holy shit, these are expensive. Girl, it's not happening. I can't find 3. Can we do 500? Can we do 400? Can we do it? And then like, I can't get 3. I'm sorry, I couldn't do 3. And then I'm like, I close my Zoom and I got tickets. And so I immediately put up my phone and I FaceTime her. And she looks tail between
broken down and tired.
Tail between her legs. And I go, did you get them? She goes, mm-hmm. I said, how much? She goes, mm-hmm. I said, Alexander, how much? She goes, 600. 600.
Underpaid and overwhelmed. I'm like, so
So like,
Yeah.
what did you double my budget? Yes. Am I paying you? Yes.
It's gonna be worth it.
It's gonna be worth it. I think it's like I can't not go to I can't not go to this tour. I can't not go to the tour of the album that Beyonce finally won the Grammy for Album of the Year for.
Yes.
That's like me when I'm 80. I'll be at the nursing home like, you remember when I was in the Sweet Honey Bucket? When I was bouncing on that shit dancing.
Well, and because every Beyonce concert has been either I've flown out to Seattle to like with my friends or whatever, or I went to like in LA when I was like in high school. And when I was clicking buy, I just thought, or when I was like thinking maybe I should, and I thought about being in New York come May 25th, Memorial Day weekend, and everyone and their mother talking about Cowboy Carter, and you know she's gonna pull out some gaggy shit, and everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, I cannot wait to see Blue Ivy do her debut singing of an opera or whatever. And I was like, I would like slip my wrist.
Yeah.
I was just like, I need to be there. So
And we're thinking of going.
Wait, I don't want anyone taking our idea.
Oh, okay.
Because I have not seen anyone say it yet.
I haven't either.
I've seen people like already like.
Let's just say we have a good idea. We can give
John came up with it, and I'm
we
excited.
can give the trash one, which still would be kind of funny, but
Okay.
we had an idea that like I was gonna get the Cowboy Carter sash, but it was gonna say like BadJon Lawless.
Oh yeah.
And I was gonna dress as Beyonce, and you were gonna be the horse. We were gonna go as that.
I forgot about this. I was still off the high.
But you were sending me like the FKA Twigs fresh off the runway hoof boots. And I was like, are you paying for that?
I was also, first of all, I'm also traumatized from wearing a ponytail in Charlie XCX and it getting snatched off my head by someone's like Juicy Couture purse. I was like, Jesus Christ. And I thought about us being in the 100s. We're already tall.
Yeah.
And me with a ponytail, someone gonna cuss.
It'll be interesting that our idea right now is that we're gonna get a bottle of Sir Davis.
Which is whiskey or bourbon?
It's whiskey. Well, I think bourbon. It's the same thing. It just depends where it was distilled. Right?
Yeah.
Like I think bourbon's just whiskey distilled in Tennessee.
Yeah, I think
that's how it works.
Yeah. But whiskey makes me emotional.
Last night, Alexander said we need to practice round. She said we need to get it and do a night out with just whiskey and see how we feel.
Because literally, okay, when have I gotten drunk off whiskey? New Year's.
When you were broken down and tired, crying on my couch for 2 hours with Crown Fried Chicken in your lap.
Anxious. Insert the video of me drinking Hennessy on the toilet.
Yeah. We gotta find it.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
And then we had whiskey because I got some free whiskey from this event and we had it like 2 weekends ago or something. Boyfriend John is like asleep at the bar. I the next day was hungover off of like 3 drinks.
Yeah.
With you,
I was fine.
Look your toilet in the eyes and say that you're fine.
Oh yeah, my new thing is whenever I have like a really bad stomach day after a day of drinking, I come out and John will go, how was it? And I go, I filled it with mud.
Ew, oh my God.
I filled it with mud.
Ew, oh my God. So yeah, needless to say, I'm like,
we gotta do a practice round.
because I do not want to be crying in a mess.
No. I mean, I feel like I cried at the Renaissance tour.
Crying in a mess.
I cried at the Renaissance tour. I pulled my friend Asha's braid. Security started walking up to me. I was a mess.
Well, I mean, my situation wasn't much better, but I'm not gonna put my diva on blast for what happened because. So, anyways,
it'll be really fun though.
Yeah.
And we'll do an episode like the week of in our costumes.
Oh my God, yes,
that'll be cute.
But today we're talking about
that episode we should be like. We should be drinking the Sir Davis.
Should we be sipping on it? Is that the test run?
That should be right before we go to the concert.
I was thinking, I'm like, oh my God, we should do a podcast day of concert or something.
Yeah.
That'd
be fun.
But it's scheduling wise.
Yeah.
We'll see if I'm capable of getting on the day.
Yeah.
I was also thinking, this is like totally random, but because of with Beyonce and genres, shattering genres, I'm like, what if each of our like new theme songs for different seasons were different genres? And like next season is like a B-52. It's like the word on the, especially because you make the beats.
I do make. I bring the beat. I bring the beat. A B-52 style. Love Shack, baby.
Like that weird, like kind of punk, like the word on the curve.
I thought
the
that
curve on the word.
every season should have like a new soundtrack.
Yes.
I'm down. I mean, I made the soundtrack for this in 5 minutes.
So good.
What can I say? I'm good at what I do.
Good at what
Stream
I do.
BadJon. Me and my 7 streamers on Spotify.
Yes, make John gay famous.
Speaking of,
We're talking about gay
segue.
fame.
We're talking about gay. Well, okay, so we're talking about.
Fame.
I wanna live forever. Have you ever seen the Trolls version of that song?
You know I haven't.
Man, well, it's on our.
Of Fame?
Yeah, the Trolls do a mashup of Fame and like a different song. And
That was Fame in that. Oh.
yeah. People remember my name.
You love the Trolls.
I love Trolls. Well, my old roommate Alex and I used to watch that movie when we were hungover together.
Are you serious?
It was fun. It gets you through it.
I've never seen it.
But okay, so we're talking about gay fame today,
Yes.
which I've had dialogue with people since the episode where we first kind of brought it up. And
Okay.
they have corrected me.
Okay.
And I think we have to talk about it in 3 categories.
Okay.
I think there are gay icons,
Mm-hmm.
people that are gay famous,
Mm-hmm.
and famous people that are gay.
Yeah.
And I think those are 3 completely different buckets.
And they're not necessarily mutually exclusive.
No,
Some can be all 3.
You could be all 3.
Yeah.
I don't think have we ever seen that happen?
What was the first one? Gay icon?
Gay icon.
Gay
and, like,
famous?
Like, I'll give examples. Like, I'd say gay icons are like Madonna,
Cher.
Cher, Ariana Grande, like Judy Garland. Like, gay icons. Gay famous is like you're
Ariana
like
Grande's up there with we're doing
With
that?
with the divas?
Beyonce?
With the divas?
Go ahead.
I mean, yeah, I would say she's
Very
like
modern.
very just like the gays like pedestal them. They are like
Okay.
lauded by the queer community.
And when we say, okay, yeah, we need to start by defining. When we say gay, are we talking about,
well, I think
let me hear you make some noise.
I'm speaking for faggots. Let me hear you make some noise. I'm talking about gay boys because there's different gay icons for queer women.
But when it comes to stan culture and when it comes to like relentless like Twitter stan wars, it is gay men.
Yeah,
I would say
predominantly, yeah.
Because
gay
I
Twitter.
do want to talk about lesbian famous, and I want to talk about all this like messy discourse about like butches being black or studs being black or white, and this like one bitch like did like a tryout and was like, oh, I want all these lesbians to be my video all white.
Damn.
But okay, yeah. So gay famous is like
gay icon is
colloquially
like it's like the pop divas, and then you have gay famous, which is like I would say like Kim Petras is gay famous.
Yeah, it's
like,
it's kind of similar to being like black famous, how like white people don't know who Nia Long is, like stuff like that.
I don't know who that is.
A hit dog will holler.
My 20%.
There's an intimacy.
Yeah, there's like that the queer community has like a stronghold on this person's celebrity, and it kind of doesn't expand past, or rarely spans past the gay community.
Yeah, gay famous is like the gay porn in gay bars to like keep the straights out. Because Kim Petras is like, put it in my mouth and swirl it around.
I need a whale cock.
Like,
that Moby Dick. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you said a couple episodes ago, was like Chappell Roan wanted to be gay famous and became a famous gay person.
Yeah.
Which the third topic of like gay famous people that are gay, I'm talking Adam Lambert,
Neil Patrick Harris.
And funnily enough, I kind of think famous people that are gay are like not gay famous. Like Neil Patrick Harris is not gay famous. Adam Lambert is not. Like I kind of feel like the gay community doesn't really accept them as like a gay famous like was person that we,
because they don't. Well, I don't know. It's hard for Adam Lambert though, because which straight person has heard an Adam Lambert?
He was an
song?
American Idol.
Yeah, but maybe he's transitioned into gay famous.
But I feel like
he's not a gay icon.
But also, didn't he like open for like a really huge rock band? He like went on tour with like I can't even think, it was the Eagles or something. Like he went on tour with like the Rolling Stone. Like I feel like he did some like,
he's gray area for me. I don't think he's like because he is so gay presenting.
Yeah.
I think that plays into it. Like Neil Patrick Harris could kind of like.
Well, that was the whole thing was when he like, because he was a pretty early. He was out really early on in like the social acceptance.
I don't want to disrespect him when he made out with his drummer on national television. Ooh, girl.
Well, and he made out with his drummer. And this is when I was still in the closet. And my mom goes, "Did you hear about that? How'd that make you feel?" And I told you last night. I went in the bathroom and I read the article immediately. I just remember seeing it and just being like, "What is this feeling?" Oh, what is this feeling? I was like, I like that. Oh my god!
It's recording. I'm like secretly rewatching it. I'm such like a Fujoshi down nosebleed.
Well, because I do feel like to be gay famous, like in the early 2000s, you had to be way more subversive than you do now.
Okay,
I think
Paris Hilton.
No, like
Perez Hilton.
Yep.
Wait, Perez
Hilton was the blogger.
Yes.
Paris was real person.
Right.
And maybe I don't know if this is the first time I've ever said that out loud, so I don't know if I really hold on to that statement at all, but I feel like, yeah, like or it seemed more subversive to be doing things like making out with your drummer.
Yeah, you had to want it.
You had to want it, and you had to be kind of unafraid to do it. Because I feel like nowadays, I don't think, Kim Petras singing about cock and balls is like, it's not really pushing any boundaries to me.
No.
Also because I think a lot of other kind of artists that are smaller than her have made EPs that are very slut focused, and hers was kind of like the first one that was kind of like picked up.
We also got to talk about gay baiters.
Oh,
I make that fourth category.
Well, I guess Billie Eilish was, and now she is.
I see Billie Eilish. I don't listen to this bitch's music. This woman's person's music. I don't listen.
Rewind.
I don't listen to Billie's music at all, but I think she's a down bitch. I identify with her so much.
I think she started as a queer baiter, but then I feel like,
but if you are queer,
well, because she had that one song that was like, "I wish you were gay." Her talking about like she wanted a guy to be gay, so that was the reason why he didn't like her.
I think the line of like queer baiting versus like being confused is profit.
Okay.
If you are making money off of people presuming that you are queer, and you are not active about it, if you were like, whatever, I'm going to call you a queer baiter.
Yeah.
And so I also think that you can like transition. So like maybe she like was a queer baiter, but now that she is queer and she's like accepting it,
Yeah.
Looking like my uncles in Oakland, but Shawn Mendes,
Yeah. I would say Shawn Mendes is a queer baiter.
Because he profits. But doesn't say anything.
But I guess that is another question of like, where is the responsibility with like talking about it? Like, if Shawn Mendes is getting fucking raw dogged in the mountains on shrooms, as everyone thinks that he is, does he have a responsibility to say that? Or is he allowed to be gray when speaking like publicly and be like, yeah, I kind of like, what was his last thing is he was like, he very much was kind of non-gendering the people that he said he was interested in.
Okay, so I think that this happens a lot with musicians because a whole aspect of musicians is songwriting. It's about lyrics. It's about being vulnerable and speaking your truth, or like it's about expressing a persona that people are going to attach to. Because you don't see people getting that mad at like actors nearly as much for like queer baiting. Yeah. And it's because like... Also, queer people use music a lot to like get through shit. They like look up to them. So there's that parasocial aspect that I feel like celebrities pick and choose when to acknowledge. They like the parasocialness when it's like selling out arenas. Yeah. But then when the people are like, wait, you're queer baiting, they're like, you don't know me. So it's like, you got to pick one. You either have to be like Beyonce, like, you don't know nothing about me type shit, or like, interact with your fans and like be honest. I also
feel like with actors, the conversation never really comes up of they need to explain themselves unless they play a gay character.
Right.
It's like when they play a gay character and the gays are like, wait, you're hot. Are you actually gay? Talk about it.
Quickly.
But I think the other thing with musicians is, well, let's be honest, most musicians are like pretty objectively attractive people.
Yeah, you have to be kind of.
You don't see the gays going to Ed Sheeran like,
gay.
Are you gay? Like talk about being gay.
Also,
because they want to be able to like finalize the fantasy of Shawn Mendes is taking loads, and now I can think about that as I'm pleasuring myself.
Also, can we talk about how this only really happens to white people? Because something really fascinating with queer white people that I notice as I've entered into the queer space is that like it's that thing of what is it? Oppression Olympics. When you give a mouse a cookie, when you give a white person a marginalization.
Oh my God.
Mama, do they run with it?
Ooh.
And so I think it becomes more of a, is point of contention a word?
Yeah.
Yeah, with white people because it's like they have nothing else to talk about. In the black queer space, it's like I'm just trying to get a seat at the table.
Yeah. The word on the curb. The word on the curb. On the curb.
Let's start with gay fame. Gay famous?
Gay fame. Like, yeah, gay famous.
Gay icon.
Gay icon. Well, so I think the origin of the gay icon is Judy Garland.
Bomb, clang, clang, clang goes the trolley. Yeah.
Someone.
Well, her mother, though.
Liza Minnelli?
Yeah.
Wait, no, Liza was her daughter. Liza was her daughter.
Oh, Liza was her daughter. Yeah.
Judy, right. No, because I would say she was the origin
right.
of it because that used to be a code word in the gay community for if you were trying not to like out someone or yourself, you'd say, "Are you a friend of Dorothy?" And so I think she very quickly became kind of this like safe pedestaled icon person.
Yeah.
Also, I think The Wizard of Oz is so like queer coded.
Oh my God.
Left, right, up, and down.
And this is an example of the iconness because I mean I don't know nothing about Judy Garland except for that she's horrifically abused by the industry. But she did not want to be necessarily a gay icon. She just happened to be. And also imagine like you can't really be as nearly as parasocial as you could be now.
No.
With an icon. Like do you think she knew that the gays were doing all that?
No. Gosh, I think she was on every possible drug you
Did
could
she
imagine.
know who she was?
I don't think she knew who she was.
That's a good point though. I agree with you on that.
But I would say, yeah, she to me is like the genesis of being a gay icon. I think from then there was like the Celine Dion's, the Chers, the dare I say X-Tinas. But I don't.
That was a jump.
But then I'd say like I don't think Whitney Houston was.
Well, okay. Here's the thing in the black community with queerness that I did want to talk about and with these icons because like there are just like black celebrities that like black people just know are gay. Like Whitney Houston has some gayness in her.
Yeah.
And like it was just kind of a thing. How I was going off about Queen Latifah. And so there's this, it's almost like the opposite of queer baiting. Well, this is being closeted because black people are just like horrifically homophobic.
Yeah.
Or like Luther Vandross was like, my mom's like, oh yeah, he's gay, but you just didn't talk about it. And so I don't know a lot of like black queer elders, but I'd be interested to see if like they became icons in that way.
That's a great point.
Because I think Whitney Houston has to be like a black gay icon. Because imagine you're in like the black clubs and you hear, "Wow, I want to dance." Like, yeah. But I do think it's like black and queerness. Being black and queer is just a whole other thing.
Yeah. Well, so I think her music is well appreciated by the gay community. I don't think she herself as a person was a gay icon.
I think she was to the black people.
I mean, I would agree to the black people.
All right.
But yeah, so I would say like that to me was like the kind of after pod, like the Chers, the Celines,
Donna Summer. Well, because then we have disco. And I am Donna Summer, the Tramp, Sylvester. Like I fucking love disco, and so that's another thing.
Enough
is enough. No.
Was she MacArthur's Park?
Yes.
Yeah.
MacArthur's Park on the radio. What is it? Last Dance. Like
Last Dance.
She like pioneered disco. This German was in Germany. They were like, we want to make you the icon because I think disco originated in Germany.
Oh, cool.
In Germany. Don't quote me on that. But because gays, I think the way that we interact with media, it's very critical. It's very, there has to be talent there. There has to be glamour there. These gay icons like are very different from straight icons like what, Blake Shelton?
Oh my God.
Like what makes a gay icon?
But I feel like that's transition. Like I think it used to be like the voice of a generation was like became a gay icon, but now it's like, I mean, I'm not saying
Ray
almost has kind of bordered into like becoming a gay icon because it's Or like I would say like Jennifer Coolidge became like a huge gay icon. I do think there's been, and maybe that's just part of like the Gen Z like internet shift.
Yeah, internet.
But I think gay icons have kind of become like people that are a little, or like Countess Luann, I would say is a gay icon. She's like from one of the Housewives.
Oh, okay.
And she performed at the Under the K Bridge at Ladyland last year. Like I do think the gay iconness now has like a sense of irreverence to it. Where you kind of, it has to be a little bit like, it's like you could almost make fun of this person, but instead you're like, no, like come under our wig. Like we're going to make you a gay icon.
Yeah, because I think, so I think pre-internet and like the gay icon became the gay icon because it was almost like a pinnacle or like a peak. So because gay people had to go to clubs in order to be themselves and do all these things, which is also why it's so like often music based. So like imagine like you go to the club and when you feel safe, you're hearing something that is probably gonna be like, oh my god, she's everything, you know, especially like if it's like good singing or whatever. Whereas now the internet is a safe space and like you don't necessarily like, it is a thing where the clubs are probably the most prevalent safe space for gays still to this day, but like the internet can now make gay icons. Like let's take Blizzy.
Blizzy is a gay icon.
Blizzy's like a gay icon. Does she sing? No. Does she dance? No. Like
or does she count as gay famous? I think she counts as gay famous.
You're right, probably gay.
I don't think she's a gay icon.
Are there any non-singing gay icons? Oh yeah.
Martha P. Johnson. Does that count?
Marsha?
No way. Cut that out. Cut that out. Marsha.
I said who?
Cut that out. Dead ass.
We'll cut it out.
No, you can keep it in. That's funny.
Well, yeah. I guess Liza Minnelli.
Gay icon.
It's just I guess different.
Yeah, there's a very like interesting line between all of them, because then if we shift into gay famous,
okay,
I'm thinking historically Charlie XCX.
Yes,
like someone who is kind of underground, like can't get into the mainstream for the life of them, but like can make their career just having gay people listen to their music or watch whatever they're doing. And
I think gay famous people have to be aware of it. Because first of all, it's funding their careers. Like if you're
and you have to pander to it a little bit.
Yeah, if you're homophobic and like gay famous,
I don't know. Azalea Banks has made it work for her. Azalea Banks has made it work for her.
Azalea Banks though, because the music just hits. Like it just hits.
I'm a licorice bitch.
Oh my god.
Count Contessa, yeah.
When a dyke and a gay guy tries to flirt.
Oh my god. Yeah, I would argue Azalea Banks is gay famous.
Or is she famous?
No.
I'm so blindsided by FKH Wicks. I had no idea. Like, okay, so you don't necessarily have to acknowledge it, but okay. Because this is also something I notice about gays is that, like, if the talent is there, the disrespect will be, what is it called? Tolerated.
Yeah.
When the music is good.
But also, in this internet age, when I think, you think of like the Housewives, like the reality TV phase. Like I think gays want to see people or enjoy figures that are kind of reading, that can read whoever like are kind of like just unabashedly kind of saying whatever.
Yeah.
Because there's inherently like a sense of like, I think cattiness is appreciated.
Yeah, it's so confusing. Okay,
Can be appreciated.
Can't be appreciated. Yeah. In terms of gay famous, I think I said this literally on this podcast earlier, but lesbian famous, and the thing happening in this verse, because like there's gay famous, right, and then lesbian famous is like white lesbian famous is like I would say
Princess.
King, yeah, that person who I don't know, Boy Genius who I don't know, Muna, which is also Muna, and to me, white lesbian music sounds like either like and like you can hear each guitar string plucking in the background, or it sounds like it's just weird.
That's Oompa Loompas, bitch. Oompa Loompa Loompa.
Where he's in the black queer space, it's like Doechii is very much like black queer icon. It's Orion's son, who does make slower music, but it's like black. I would say Victoria Monet, and I'm missing some people. Tiana Taylor, honestly. Any of the Megan Thee Stallion is not really. Black lesbian stuff definitely bleeds more into like mainstream black artists. But there was this thing that happened recently where some white lesbian artist who I don't know, I guess, was like, I want to uplift the lesbian community, and so with my next music video, I'm gonna do an open casting call. Send me your videos, and I want hot like studs. I want like butch girls. Like I just want everyone. And then when she released the video and everyone saw who the lesbians were, oh girl, stop. Yeah, it was giving that, and a lot of people and at first I saw a lot of rage. I saw a lot of like POC lesbians being like, this is exactly the problem with the community right now, is that like it's fueled by these like white culture. And it's like when I go to Gingers and I have to hear the boy geniuses and all these different things, and it's like white lesbian culture is not for me. But then people start saying like, well, it's not for us and we don't have to engage with it. Like let's just let them have it.
Take your BINZ.
Yeah, I don't know, it's fascinating to me.
That is fascinating.
Yeah,
because then we've seen, because we also have people now that have breached, I would say for the first time, breached gay fame to become mainstream famous.
Chapel and Charlie.
Chapel, Troye Sivan, I'd argue.
Because of that SNL sketch.
Yeah, with not Charlie Puth. Timothy Chalamet.
Gay baiter.
They all look the same.
Gay baiter.
Gay baiter. Call him out. Call him. Accountability starts now,
like,
Charlie Puth.
Like, how many people's like parents did text them being like, so who's Troye Sivan after the SNL sketch? My mom was like, so who's Troye Sivan? I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Was that Bowen Yang's doing though?
Oh, right, because
Bowen Yang is kind of having some stuff to do with it.
He's the puppet master behind it all. He's handpicking who becomes mainstream.
It is like foot in the door. He's the wizard.
Honestly.
Bowen Yang, we gotta kind of give it to you.
Bowen Yang, we see your deed.
We are kind of like under your influence in some ways, because when you have access to the straight audience of SNL, because then I think there's also the reverse, like people who are mainstream famous and gay that like made become gay famous.
No, who like the gays do not want anything to do with.
Oh,
like, and I'm gonna say this name, and you're gonna immediately roll your eyes.
What is it?
Lil Nas X.
Oh.
Everyone knows. If you know me personally, you know I'm out to get Lil Nas X.
I feel bad for him these days.
Why?
I feel bad for him. I feel like he has mental stuff going on. He just posted a video, and everyone was like, "Oh, he's a coked up diva." But you're right.
And so is Charlie, and she's got it together.
Honestly, that's a great point.
Like, if you can't handle your drugs, don't do them.
Well, Bob the Drag Queen once said about Lil Nas X, Bob was like, I feel like Lil Nas X doesn't have any gay friends.
Dead ass.
Because it kind of gives like gay through a straight line.
Or like when what did I see? I saw a picture of Frank Ocean on Twitter and his hair. And someone commented he clearly hasn't experienced the intimate touch of a black man in years.
Oh my god, which I'm sorry, Frank Ocean is my problematic fave. That is my man down, okay? I understand the critiques. I get it.
But yeah, I feel like Lil Nas to me has created this like interesting subculture of like, you are gay and mainstream famous, but like you are not
the
a
gays
gay
don't
icon.
Want anything to do with you.
You're not. I mean, you're not gay famous because you're mainstream, but like you're not a gay icon.
Who else would that be? I'm trying to think.
Maybe Neil Patrick Harris. Like,
damn, he's just taking a shot. Well,
I don't know
who's that, like been banished by the gays,
or just like they got, or like their first audience was mainstream,
straight.
And so the gays have thus been like, no, thank you.
But it does suck because Lil Nas X debuted in the closet.
But he came out pretty soon after.
Yeah, and it could have been kind of iconic. I feel like he just.
Because see, that to me is where
that's a toughie.
I don't know. This is
You're
where
right,
there's this intricate line to me of like, maybe I just hate Lil Nas X.
But I get
But
no.
part
I
of me
think
was like, after he came out, I was like, okay, like you're kind of, even I feel like you're shoving it down my throat how gay you are, and I'm gay.
there does need to be an authenticity, and I think that's what gay people like is authenticity.
Yeah,
Because when Azalea Banks is being problematic and just being a horrible person, she being herself.
She's being herself.
Lil Nas X
Down.
did kind of like not really give himself a little bit.
No, I don't think. I'm not gonna say too much about him. I think I've said a lot. I was gonna say I don't think he knows who he is, but I don't think
I don't think he knows who he is.
I don't think he knows who he is. But I'm also like, when you become that famous, that fast, that young, how would anyone know who they are?
Yeah. This conversation is so hard to have because I know once we're wrapped, I'm gonna be like, I forgot to say everything.
There's so many nuances to it.
Because what was the last category? Are we on it?
Gay, famous, and gay.
Oh yeah. You're right. Yeah, but this summer with Charlie and Chapel, it was just really wild to watch. Cause like I was not a Chapel Roan fan. I was a big fan of Charlie, but it is really weird when suddenly your parents know who these people are.
Yeah, or like they're bringing the crowds that they are at festivals, and I'm looking around like,
who are you people?
Y'all were not here when I was listening to Number One Angel. Where have y'all been?
Have you heard people saying Chapel Roan's not gay?
She is gay.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
I
like
thought
her
she was like the only dyke, but I've seen people be like,
no, she's gay as hell.
which my puss has been the camera the whole fucking
You really just been.
It's the gay famous episode.
Girl, you're
okay?
comfortable. You come here and you're comfortable.
Comfortable in my skin. Beyonce's a gay icon.
Beyonce's a gay icon.
It's kind of confusing though because I don't know if white gays would like.
There's like an interesting with Beyonce because I think like the black gays are 80% always gonna ride for her.
Yeah.
And I don't think she gets the same from the whiteys.
And if you try to tell me Taylor Swift is a gay icon, just ask to fight. Just give me a location.
Take that shit away.
Oh, Khaled.
Oh, famous and gay, but not a gay icon.
Well, he kind of got banished a little bit. I feel like
yeah,
people were not happy with him.
I completely forgot about him.
Is it a black thing?
I don't. Is it?
Listen,
I don't know.
9 times out of 10, when you don't know, it probably is.
I'm trying to think of now. Like that's crazy because I actually try to think about it. I can't really name besides the Lil Nas.
Frankie Grande.
No, that's a black icon.
The white gays won't even banish Jeffree Star. So like,
oh yeah. Well, I would say Frankie Grande. He's not gay famous, but he's gay known. Like but it's because we don't want to know,
Something
but we like. Yeah, Jeffree Star, but Jeffree Star is mainstream famous.
he is,
like,
and he panders to.
Yeah,
He's gay and famous. He's not a gay.
but now he panders to like the conservative crowd, and he's like, I agree with these he, she, non-binaries. Like, get it out of here. And I'm like, girl, you look at you are not.
I can't.
Jeffree Star, you are non-binary. What do you mean? Like you? What do you mean? They've literally said on their channel like you can call me whatever. That's non-binary.
It's crazy.
Or I guess that's gender fluid, but
Oh, also, okay, last thing I'll say, I guess, because we have to like go to psych ward soon. Or
I have one more top after this, but
okay, well, whatever. Drag. If you want to know who's gay famous, if you want to know like if you want to get a pulse check on what's going on, is drag, because you'll go to a drag show. Hi, diva, and I will hear music that I've never heard.
Yeah.
But every gay in that building is singing it
Knows it
word for word. And I'm like,
from intro to outro.
that's pure gay famous. What were you going to say?
Okay, well, I was going to say, maybe this isn't part of this episode,
Okay.
but since we're talking about like fame and like pop stars, I brought this up last night because I have 2 topics on it, actually.
Okay.
The bobification of pop stars.
Oh, yeah.
How every
This is good.
major pop star has had a bob.
Yes.
Rihanna, Beyonce, Miley Cyrus, Nicki Minaj, Jessie J,
No.
Robin, Charlie XCX invented
Lexa
that
P.
ombre bob. Lexa P. BadJon in last week's episode. Like, there's Lady Gaga. Like,
You know that
Ashley
I know for the
O.
bob.
Like, I can keep listing off.
It's kind of spooky.
Something about the bob generates this like fervor in the gays
that's
where we're
just
like,
like,
what are they gonna do next? Yeah, I start speaking in my old tongue. Like I'm like, what are they gonna do?
What is it? Maybe because it's almost like because it is feminine, but like short hair. Maybe because long hair is so easy. So if you can pull off,
It's French.
bob.
'Cause it's French. You watch Fleabag?
No.
When her sister gets her haircut, it's a nasty bob, and she goes, "It's French." But the bobification of pop needs to be studied.
I love that.
And this one, I think you might have more words than I do, but the blackification.
Oh,
I feel like we're really starting to see white. You know how it used to be like Britney Spears, Hilary Duff, they went through their like bad girl phase.
And it was like dirty and
it was
slutty.
like they're wearing like smudged eyeliner
Grunge.
and they're like grungy.
Yeah,
now
next to
I think
that.
there was, I don't know if it's still happening, but the bad girl phase was like race baiting.
It still is.
You had Black Iana, who we all know. Black Iana is a gay icon.
It happens with white boys too. Kill me, get your ass.
Kill me, get your ass in here. Give me my cookie, give me my juice. 7 rings, like
my
that. And then
God.
Miley Cyrus up in the club, high on perp with
Everybody
my J's
tripping like they
on.
popping Miley.
Yeah, something about it became like, instead of becoming like a grunge bad girl, you became like a black coated bad girl.
But that transcends pop.
That becomes like,
that is just a white thing that happens.
I guess that's true, because also look at even today. At the last, there was some rally and Elon Musk came out in a chain and sunglasses.
I fucking can't. It's because they like associate. Well, there's also that whole discussion in the lesbian community about Billie Eilish and like why white masks like suddenly when they want to be masculine they start dressing black. I wonder why. It's almost like the darker the skin, the more masculine they think you
Black
are.
of the berry,
The sweeter the juice. Yeah.
Because you get all the benefits without any of the oppression.
Yeah, and they think it's like cool, and like it was like being in middle school, and all of a sudden when puberty hit, people are like, "Alexander, teach us how to Dougie." I said, "Who are you?" It's just a thing, and then you also, my mom has this thing where like when pretty boys like Justin Bieber and what was it? Yeah. And who was the actor? Not Ashton Kutcher, but he has like a big old jowls.
Jowls.
And Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt, Justin Bieber and Brad Pitt, these like pretty white boys, they go through an era, my mom clocks it, where they want to look ugly.
Rastaman. And didn't they both have locks?
And then we have Chet Hanks.
Is
that his? Yeah. No.
Chet Fokker?
Maybe we is that how it's like?
I think it's Chet Fokker.
No, Tom Hanks' son is Bumbleclot.
Oh.
Down. He's the only Bumbleclot.
Bumbleclot. I only hear Bumbleclot in gay porn.
Gay porn?
Yeah, it's like when there's like a Jamaican top, and when they're really feeling, they go Bumbleclot. Like when they orgasm, they go Bumbleclot. Y'all never seen that? Yardie Style. My gays that watch Yardie Style, y'all know. Slanging. Anyway, you were saying
I could have gone my whole life without knowing that.
white boys that want to be ugly.
Yeah, that's all.
Wait, you're saying they want to be ugly and so they look what?
No. I was just thinking about like phase. They definitely have a black phase, and they also go through a phase where like they try to look like boot nasty. Because Justin Bieber's. Here's the other thing. We want to get real. Maybe we do an episode on black queerness. Period.
Ooh, we should. I think all episodes are kind of fun.
Black queer lens.
Black queer lens.
When the whites go through their black phase, how come they make this the greatest hits? Bitch! Everybody tripping like they popping Molly. Justin Bieber's raps are 10 times better than his singing. That's kind of not true. Everyone listen to Justin Bieber on Maria, I'm Drunk with Travis Scott. Damn girl, I've been up late. If you want, you can meet me at the studio.
Because after that it was, yeah, you got that yummy yum. This
Boyfriend? Lil Black.
It's a hard switch back. Same with like Ariana. She did Black Iana, then she did Iana, and then she did a hard switch back to being Audrey Hepburn.
Post Malone.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that white boy with Lil Nas X? With the curly hair and the jaw
Jack
surgery.
Harlow.
Jack
Harlow.
It's because they like to profit. It's because black people be doing the thing. We're the tastemakers. It is what it is.
The word on the curb. On the curb, we bring the beats.
I bring the beat. Should we psych one?
Should we beat our way to the psych war? Yeah, what brought you to the psych ward this week?
What brought me to the psych ward? Okay, I have a lot to choose from. It's like a 2-week break.
We did take
my mini psych ward. If I first one is that my prized corduroy pants got a hole in the ass, and oh my god, you guys! I did not realize how much I wear them all the time. I'm like, oh my god.
Y'all, this is like her security blanket.
Really
I haven't not seen you in those corduroy pants in this long and since I've known you. It's a little spooky.
They're the perfect pants and the perfect length. I should get
It
new
feels
ones.
like you're like a crustacean that like shedded their exoskeleton. Now you're like naked and pale.
Oh my god. Okay, what else happened to me this week? Well, I had a bunch of no. Here's the thing why I keep thinking about psych work segments, because one thing about me, I'm on antidepressants and I'm also on a mood stabilizer. And so
You say, girl, I'm not taking a visit. I live here. I have a room at the psych ward.
But I keep thinking, because I'm like, your psych wards are so good and whatever, and mine are like so like last minute, because like my medication makes it so that I do not have up and down. I can't have ups and downs. If I have like a down, like when a bad thing happens to me, it needs to be stabilized.
When you have a down, you leave the state for 2 weeks. When you have a down, you get in a flight and you're gone.
And so that's why my psych works. So I've been like trying to like focus. Honestly, the Beyonce ticket buying truly made me feel crazy.
No, and because she was, and I said I was going to bring this up at the beginning of the episode.
What'd you say?
She was in the psych ward because when after she got the tickets. Y'all remember the mantra she said that she says to herself? She texted me and she said, "Were you even in a meeting?"
I was off a beat.
I said, "Go in that mirror now and say your mantra. I am not out to get you."
Because also I hadn't slept a lot because I had to write my piece or whatever. So then I decided to have a coffee, and I've recently cut coffee out instead for teas because the coffee makes me cracked out and anxious. And I'm out here, I'm texting John, be like, "Do you think what she said to me was weird?" And then I get the tickets. I go, "Wait a minute, were you even in a meeting?" So that day was truly my whole psych ward. And what sent you to the psych
Mine's
ward?
actually like not crazy this week, surprisingly. But I went to the office on Thursday, and I have a coworker who I love, who like we're like super close. We get lunch together, and I think but you know when it's like you start to cross the line of like we're work close, and I think we're getting a little too work close.
Okay,
because you're starting to think that you can say things to me that you cannot. It was like 4:30 end of the day. I'm tired. I've had like 3 girls vent to me, and I've had to like talk them off the ledge of like, Gap's not gonna kill you.
4:30 in office is 4:30 bad.
In office, and I'm sitting there eating my free chips that they gave us in the cafeteria as my snack before I go to the gym. And this girl comes behind me and goes, and I went, "Are you shitting me? Let me eat my fucking chip, bitch."
Big bag. You can't catch a break.
I was like, never in my life has someone snuck up behind me and gone,
hungry hippo.
I just minding my business. I haven't eaten in 3 hours, and I'm like, I can't enjoy a fucking chip. I mean, in her defense, I think I was like shoveling them in my mouth, but
that is crazy. HR.
But
Hello, HR.
The minute she said that, I think my eye twitched. I looked at her, my eye twitched, and I said, "You need to leave this building.
You
immediately.
need to leave.
You need to leave." So yeah, nothing crazy. But
I was expecting like she said like, "Hey Diva," I wasn't expecting an onomatopoeia in your ear.
It was an ASMR in my ear.
Yeah, HR immediately.
But you know,
that's gonna be me soon. I'm so nervous to be pissed off about office stuff. I can't talk about
that'll be our next episode, entering back into the workforce.
Oh my god, but
yeah, this has been on the curb.
Gay fame.
Take your rotted gay icons out.
Take your gay bait out.
Take your gay bait out.
Take your gay bait out. Okay. And listen to some Donna Summer ASAP.
And read Alexander's article that she wrote.
Oh yeah,
we should tag it. It's really good. It's
Thank
really
you.
good.
I got to go off. It was worth my cycle.
You want to see me go off?
You know, I am in business. Come, let's give them just what they want.